This episode is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, the #1 seller of games and gaming accessories. And GatheringMagic.com, the #1 resource for Magic the Gathering news and articles.
Hi, I'm Josh, and this is my Olivia Voldaren Commander deck. Alright, so Olivia is my general. This is a deck I've been working on for about a year now, and it is a vampire tribal, as much as it can be. There's a couple creatures in here that aren't exactly vampires, but they get the job done. So, obviously, if you played Magic in the past year or 2 years, you know who Olivia is. So, for 1 and a red, she can deal 1 damage to a creature. That creature now becomes a vampire. For 3 and 2 black, you can gain control of that vampire as long as you control Olivia. So, she's my general of choice. She's my favorite Magic card. Obvious decision. So, here we go. We're going to start off with the basic lands. We are playing 14 swamps. They're all Mercadian Mask swamps. Yeah. Next up, we've got 5 mountains. And now we have the lands that produce my general's colors. So we have Command Tower, Blood Crypt, Dragonskull Summit, Graven Cairns, Tainted Peak, Rakdos Carnarium, and now we're moving on to utility lands. We got Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth, just for like making sure I've got enough swamps to do everything. This is mostly a mono black deck with the splashes for red for certain creatures and Olivia, of course. Dark Depths, because who doesn't love a 2020 indestructible flying black avatar creature. Vesuva, just to basically copy another land and play. Bloodstained Mire, this searches up either a Blood Crypt, swamp, or a mountain. Strip Mine, to destroy my enemies, anything powerful that they have out. I just want to get rid of it. Cabal Coffers, one of the best cards in the deck. This doubles all your mana. If you're playing black, you're playing Cabal Coffers. Maze of Ith, just to untap their general and prevent taking any general damage. Unless there's a really big creature on the field, then you want to tap that. Or untap that. Next up, Deserted Temple. We want to untap Cabal Coffers, obviously, that's why it's in here. Petrified Field, to get back any lands that you lose to the graveyard. And there's something else in the deck that helps recur these cards. I'll show you that later on. Reliquary Tower, we want to be drawing a lot of lands in this deck, or a lot of cards in this deck, so that's in here for obvious reasons. Temple of the False God. And that is it for lands. Next up, we're moving on to Planeswalkers. Liliana of the Dark Realms. When I first saw her spoiled, then I knew that her -6 is great for Commander, and that's why she's in here. And she also thins out the deck with her Search for a Swamp ability. Sorin Markov. I only use this if I want to be political and, you know, make deals with other people at the table. I'll just use his +2 for a while, but if someone decides they're going to do something crazy, well, I got to set you down to 10 life. Next up, Karn Liberated. If you want to exile things, Karn gets it done. He is a beast. Alright, that's it for Planeswalkers. Moving on, we have Instants and Sorceries. Vampiric Tutor, fits the theme, it's a tutor. Sudden Spoiling, all creatures become 0/2 and lose all abilities. Sorceries, Demonic Tutor, black, staple, you gotta play it. Temporal Extortion, you pay half of your life and I get another turn if you don't. Yeah, that'll usually win games. Damnation, destroy all creatures, why not? Patriarch's Bidding. Since it is a tribal deck, I would of course name vampires and bring them back to do a whole bunch of damage. Living Death, game ender again. Gets rid of all their creatures, brings up back all mine. Increasing Ambition, really great card. Tutors 3 times. Why not play it? Blood Tribute, just a bit of life gain. Decree of Pain also cycles for quite a bit too. Draws you lots of cards. Good to have that Reliquary Tower for that. Exsanguinate just wins the game overall. You gotta play that. Black Sun Zenith. This deck plays a lot of Wraths, and there's a lot of recursion, so it's obvious include, and it shuffles back into your library after, so why not? Alright, moving on to artifacts. Start off with Sol Ring, obviously. Sensei's top. Basilisk Collar. You want to throw that onto Olivia, just to give her ping, I guess, Death Touch. So if she shoots a creature, then it's dead, pretty much. So, and it gives you lifelink. Expedition Map used to tutor up Cabal Coffers. Mindcrank. I've been noticing a lot of decks playing this now, and it's just good. Gets a lot of their cards into their graveyards, and you're going to be doing a lot of damage, so why not mill them a little bit? Lightning Greaves, why not give Olivia haste? Crucible of Worlds, now that's in here to recur cards like Petrified Field, Deserted Temple, anything that maybe be destroyed by like land destruction, or if I want to recur Dark Depths, why not? So Crucible is a really good card to have in this deck. Ingot, taps for red or black. Rings of Bright Hearth, lets you copy Olivia's abilities. Urza's Incubator. Creature spells of the chosen type cost 2 less to pay. Obviously I'm going to name vampires, so each vampire I play costs 2 less. Oblivion Stone, reset button. Heartstone makes Olivia's ping ability cost 1 less, so for 1 red you're going to start machine gunning. Sword of Feast and Famine, probably the best sword to be playing in a deck like this. It's probably just one of the best swords for Commander in general. Sword of Kaldra gives your creature +5/+5. I will usually equip this to Olivia, because whenever a creature deals damage to a creature, remove that creature from the game. So you want to hit something with Olivia, it is exiled. So this is a great card to be playing if you are playing with Olivia. Alright, that's it for artifacts. We're moving on to enchantments. This deck is really enchantment heavy, so I'm playing quite a few Bloodchief Ascension. Great card. Cover of Darkness gives your vampires fear. They can't be blocked by black creatures. Only by black creatures, sorry. Braid of Fire. Cumulative upkeep of red, but you keep adding red to it, and you can start machine gunning down creatures with Olivia. Great card. Phyrexian Arena, card draw. Necropotence, card draw. Leyline of the Void, gets rid of their graveyards. Painful Quandary, super evil card. Black Market, super evil card in combination with Braid of Fire. Sanguine Bond, works with Exquisite Blood for any damage dealt to your opponents. Basically, it just keeps bouncing back and forth between the two, and for infinite life gain. Alright, that's it for enchantments. Next up we have, last but not least, our creatures. Starting off good with Bloodghast. Vampire Hexmage for the Dark Depths combo. Blood Artist. A lot of creatures dying. Might as well run a Blood Artist. Rakish Air. Give your Vamps +1/+1. Captivating Vampire. Just a great Vampire Lord. Stormkirk Captain. Vampire Lord. First strike. Why not? Dark Imposter. He's new to the deck, so don't know how well it is, how well it works, so give it a shot. Same thing with Markov Blademaster. She's a new addition to the deck. We'll try it out, see how well that does. Vampire Nighthawk, obviously. Sangromancer. Bloodline Keeper. Vampire Nocturnus, another Vampire Lord. Miri the Cursed, Vampire. Solemn Simulacrum for a bit of ramp, and draws you a card. Drana Colostria Blood Chief, just awesome. Malakir Blood Witch, protection from white. Lose, when she comes in, each opponent loses life equal to the number of vampires you control, and you gain life this way. So, if you've got anything out to, like, suck up that life even more, then she might just finish off the game. Anowon the Rune Sage, being at the beginning of your upkeep, each player sacrifices a non-vampire creature. I play EDH with vampires. Falconwrath Marauders, a new addition to the deck. Flying Haste, give him 2+1/+1 counters. Plus with Lords, he can get pretty big. Arcana Revenant, basically a mana doubler. Good body honor too. Necropolis Regent, probably my favorite card from Return to Ravnica. Mephidros Vampire, all your creatures are vampires. Steel Hellkite, basically is permanent destruction with his X ability. Love this card. And last but not least, we have Butcher of Malakir. Lots of creatures are going to be dying, so this guy punishes for creature death. And there you have it. That's my deck tech on Olivia. Thank you for watching CMDR Decks. Don't forget to subscribe and favorite this video.